Right, so hi everyone, we're up close and personal again. I feel like sit through here. Right, so I might do another live stream. I'll just see if there's any response. It's hard to explain, but when I feel like this, I know there's energy that needs to be transmuted, and I just, like I've said before, there's something about the 16th of every month where either I'm helping somebody with some kind of tower moment or it's happening to me. Now I've had Oh, actually, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I haven't had direct tower moments, but there has been a bit of hectic in it. That's quite interesting. Anyway, so just, you might notice that yourself, but seems to be something that I've noticed for a very long time. So, welcome if you're new. My name's Claire. This channel is about healing and empowering you on your twin flame journey, empowering you to heal yourself, rather. Everything I do is soul retrieval. Um, everything I do is clearing and healing energy. And if you look in the community tab, I actually just happened to, they threw that up on my algorithm. And I don't really watch that channel, it's not really my vibe. But I think I saw somebody talking about that thing that was, I don't know, there's a big fuss about something recently. And I'd subscribed to it, and I don't watch it, but that really caught my attention because everything that guy said. I just realised that it's Keenan and Kel, like from when I was younger, and probably from when, because a lot of people are similar ages to me. But anyway, or that is what they were called, Keenan and Kel. Um, but anyway, everything he said about his experience of basically witchcraft, that is true. So 144. So, and again, look, the 144,000. Where a lot of us have all got different kinds of gifts that can actually help people, clear that shit. And again, I just found it interesting that he said clear at one point, and clear means clear. And, that's why I clear black magic, spell work, um, toxicity of any kind. And black magic and spell work in modern terms is gaslighting, lies, manipulation, slander, people gossiping about you, all this kind of shit that happens all the time. There's a whole load of candles on the telly as I'm saying this as well. Obviously, and this is the thing, candles can be used for light. I just looked at 222. I light candles every fucking day. I love candles. I've got essential oils burning. I light a candle when I'm praying for people. I light candles when I'm praying for myself. That's actually what I'm talking about. There was a chaotic situation in somebody close to me's life recently, and I was praying, and had my candle burning during the day. And then you've got the people that work in the dark that do weird shit with candle. You know what I mean? So there's light and shadow and everything, and it's good to be aware and not to be ignorant. So there's my serious healer side coming in, because we're in Virgo moon, which is the healer and healing. And my Aries sun, which is truth, integrity. Virgo is also integrity, by the way, and discernment, sits in the house of Virgo. So that's why I'm like that. I'm quite serious about teaching people about healing and being discerning. And like, I'm always saying that, you should, I know it, some people might be like, whatever, but it's like, sometimes I feel it's like, you'll only understand when you learn the hard way about, particularly when you swap energies at the sacral chakra with others. You just don't know where, especially if you're kind of hooking up with people and you don't really know them that well. But even if you do know that, if it's casual, you just don't know who the last person they slept with, blah, 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 all this kind of shit. And it can really, it can leave you pretty fucked up, and then you might not know why, but it's because you've taken on loads of people's stuff. So there we go. And then also there's people that can do worse, and they can actually know what they're doing and attach negative energies and entities at your sacral and otherwise. So again, I don't really like talking about that stuff, but I suppose it's given us a precursor for what's going to come up here. So take that healing sage energy. Actually, they're wanting me just to, because I can feel the healing going at my back, the heart chakra. So when I feel it at me, that means it's going out to you if you're open to it. So, and everything I do along with soul retrieval is, like I say, clearing, and it's a light code activation. So 441144. So sorry, I mean, I've overestimated how big a size I needed, and these couple of new tops that I got around my birthday. It's kind of annoying because when I do lose more weight, they're just going to be like like ridiculous, but it's a bit too big. I'm not going to complain though. If that's the weight releasing, and like I always say, releasing weight, not losing it, because we don't want to find it once we release it. Unless you're in a position where you need to put on weight, that's obviously different, and I can help people with all these things. And I noticed that when I did that, I was going to paint my nails. I noticed that when I did ask on the community tab, do we want chakra clearing? Do we want help with ladies' issues like menopause stuff and perimenopause and really anything to do with hormones? Or what was the other one? Chakras. Oh yeah, releasing weight, and that's the one that's got the most votes right now. So, like I said, these were just generally the last few people that have come to me. I was noticing a pattern, along with actually the other one that I didn't put in the thing was breaking curses and spells over people. But I literally do that all the time. Like I say, everything I do is deliverance. So, I mean, even there, like, well, in that video, it's called it exorcism. But again, I don't use that word too often because you're not really. It's not really. Well, I think it just sounds a bit scary, but I mean, it's the same thing, guys. Do you know what I mean? Demons are demons. Anyway, moving on. So, that's enough sage. So, let's spray some Florida water. Mixed in with my perfume, that might be a bit. So, and by the way, just to be sensible about it again, I've said this before, but perfume and aftershave is actually like really toxic as well. I boycotted it for a couple of years, and then I think it was around Christmas, I treated myself to my favourite perfume, and then I actually found one of my other favourite perfumes when I was decluttering. So it's balanced, you know what I mean? It picks your energy up. Circle of Life, Elton John's just come on, so I've got the music channel on mute there. 1994 could be significant for someone. Right, so let's just get into this because this can take ages. But what presently, so this is going to be timeless, but it might pick up on real-time energies. What I'm noticing is I'm a bit of a broken record right now, but the ones that I've channeled over the last 2.5 years, like I'm noticing some of them catching up to manifestation, just with bits and bobs of keeping in touch with people through email. There's definite catching up to some of these. So yeah, just always go and have a wee glance at the titles, you know, if you feel guided to. I mean, they show me all the time ones from ages ago, and I can't be bothered watching it. Do you know what I mean? Unless I had a really strong feeling I needed to watch it to share it with one of yous that need it, or that I need to watch it because it's for me or something, I don't bother. So when I say, oh, this one from last year, I've probably not watched it, because if I have, I'd comment on it like more, because I always notice even more stuff. So I'm shuffling these Atlantis cards. So, oh, and there's one already. So, water. Oh yeah, and what I was going to say as well is, yeah, with the what, because I channeled the ones for, so again, it is quite funny because I thought I was channeling the ones yesterday for today and tomorrow so that I didn't need to do this today. But I think it's more just so that I don't need to do anything specifically like Saturday, Sunday, which is fine. So, and even tomorrow actually, because I'm looking after my nieces for only like a couple hours. But, you know, by the time, sometimes when I get up late and, you know, the time just carries away. So that saved me time anyway. And the one for tomorrow is really beautiful, powerful, made me cry. I'll watch it back tonight and decide whether, same old, decide whether that's in public. I think it needs to be in public because I kept clairvoyantly being shown somebody I'd actually connect with in the past. But it won't just be for that person, it'll be for others as well. So I think that's why I'll need to put it out. But yeah, there was so much about Atlantis coming up. And then, like I said, I've seen, after I channeled those videos yesterday, I've saw other people that I would say are in my wave that pick up on similar energies, you know, saying the same things. So that, I just always find that really fascinating. There's just, yeah, the Atlantis kings and queens are waking up to their power. So, you know, male and female. Avalon as well, because when I was on that thing that Manny got, it was, that's why I titled one of those videos, you know, the sleeping kings are awaken or something, because that's a myth, an Avalon myth or something about the, like, wise kings would sleep until they were needed, and then like a bell would ring, and that would be their sign that it was time to go and serve or something like that. You can look it up yourself, but I find it quite interesting. It, you know, perked my ears up. But yeah, water, and it's quite interesting because again, when I was on that, I think there was a water ceremony, which this is what's so interesting. That wasn't a shamanic thing; it was myths and all of that, but it was it was really no different. So it was just reminding me that I need to get back to my own group healing Zooms where we can do a water ceremony or a fire ceremony or an earth ceremony or an air ceremony. I was like, what's the other one? Or we don't even need to do any of it, you know what I mean? Just whatever I'm inspired to do for us. But yeah, there's something about water here, but yeah, I've still got the water up there. I need to release it back to Pachamama, Mother Earth. So, 21. So 21 is karmic cycles coming full circle. The citizens of Golden Atlantis were aware that water washes, hydrates, and is a cosmic cleanser which purifies people at a cellular level. They knew that flowing water soothes emotions, opens up to spiritual and psychic potential, and that its force can be harnessed to change situations. So they placed foundations in every temple and swam in rivers and picnicked lakes whenever possible. Most of all, they liked to sit and contemplate where they could hear the sound of running water. Purification. Your guidance is to spend time today near water. Ah, oh, very interesting, because I didn't actually get out. I will tomorrow, but that's really interesting. Preferably by a river, lake, or the sea, or in a bath or shower. As you, well, I'll be in my bath after this, so if you immerse yourself in the cosmic energy, sense it's purifying each cell of your body. If you cannot physically be in or near water, visualize it. Use water for deep inner and outer cleansing. So yeah, whether you're like me and you didn't manage to get out, or, you know, not everyone can get out to walk by the sea. I know I'm really blessed and grateful, you know, to live so close to the sea. But yeah, visualize it, or, you know, like have a bath or a shower or something. And but again, a bit more than just, you know, your bath or your shower that you have. I just went coke out there. Your bath or your shower that you have anyway. You know, actually make a ritual out of it. Like, you know, put some coconut oil and lavender and I used to put crystals in the bath. Actually, I don't think I've not even done that since I've been in this flat. I've not even done that. I used to do that every night though. Like, I was hardcore. But again, that's when it was more like, we're talking like 10 years ago and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, someone was asking me that the other day. Like, once you've been doing all that stuff for quite a long time, you don't need to do as full on as what you done at the start. You know what I mean? You still need to protect your energy and cleanse your energy. But I don't go as OTT with stuff like that. So I mean, I probably should. Now that I've said it, I bet one of you need to do it. But maybe I need to do it too. Or you could just, it's because I tend to visualize the crystals at my chakras, so that's why I don't actually physically get them. But if you aren't as strong with visualizing, like clairvoyance, like maybe it would be quite good for you to have the tangible crystal on your chakras. So, because like when I heal in person, I put the crystals on people's chakras, like, and I work with crystals and stones from the ground and really whatever I'm guided to. So, yeah, some of you might do that too. So, but yeah, just make sure you're utilising water in some way, because that's not a coincidence about the water ceremony out of all the, you know, the different directions. So there's some kind of, I feel that I'm not even gonna, we don't need to pull another one of them. They're just confirming it's that strong connection to Atlantis coming again. Now, if you're new, when I hiccup or burp, that's when I'm clearing energy, and I've actually like got a serious case of the hiccups here. I'm actually just going to see if there's been any voting. It might just be that I cleanse energy this way, to be honest, because I'm quite surprised it was, yeah, nobody's voted. I think it might just be that I transmute it this way. Now, it's the last degrees of Taurus, so, you know, this is connecting with the Sirius energies right now. And Jupiter is conjunct the Sun in Taurus right now. So, you know, that is luck, but this is where I bring in my famous, well, it's not my famous line, but I say it all the time. I think, I don't know who said it. Luck isn't, there's no such thing as luck. Luck is preparation, meeting opportunity, is what I say all the time, which you'll know if you're around, but if you're new, that I say it all the time. Because I really don't believe in luck. It's like I don't believe in walking under ladders being bad luck and black cats and all that shit either, which sometimes surprises people, but I just don't like. I don't, superstition, I'm not, I don't believe in that. It's never resonated for me. But curses and black magic spells and hexes and all that is real. And I find it ignorant when I've been in some mediumship circles before where they talk about white light and the healing light and all that. Yeah, I use that every day too, but it's like, that is real, but it doesn't like keep away like dark entities and energies and everything like that. Unless you are actually properly protecting your energy, like, things can still get at your energy. So, it's you've got to be aware of this stuff, and just, yeah, I'm sure some of you will have mixed in some circles like that too, where you'll get people like, oh, people that talk about dark energies and that, they've just got an overactive imagination. All right, really? Well, do you want to come and do a Teresa Caputo and do a video camera? Oh, there's one of the songs from, I'm going to be singing, oh God, oh my God, and it's that one. That actually could make, that film's that powerful, that could make me cry. I'll Never Love Again, Lady Gaga. If you've ever, is that what we're dealing with here? Is that what we're dealing with? Wow. Let's shuffle these. So what I'm saying is, because I thought it was going to be the one that was like, na 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 na, na 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 na. You look at me, and babe, I wanna catch on fire. I'm thinking I'm making up words. When I'm all choked up and I can't find the words. Every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. Too high for me. But it's, that one kills me. Oh, I just got chills. Because it's, oh God, I can't actually talk about that film without mentioning this. Yeah, so anyway, that means a lot to me because when I hadn't seen the film yet and I heard the song, I was like, that's how I feel about him. Like I said to the person that I was with at the time, like, well, it was one of my best friends at the time, I was like, what's that from? Like that just totally describes how I feel. And then I went to see the film and I was howling, and like, honestly, if truth be told, I was so triggered by that film. Like, I honestly was like, I was just, everything in me actually wanted to like, I would have done it and I didn't do it, but like, I wanted to contact my twin flame. Like, it was just like, yeah, so you're tough to see it. It's just really, it's really fucking upsetting and triggering. So fucking hell, that's cheery. Anyway, moving on. So, but I feel the gist will be is it's just a really romantic song, I'm just trying to remember some of the lyrics. I can't remember the exact lyrics, but it's like, I don't want to kiss. I don't. Don't wanna give my heart away to another stranger. Don't wanna feel another touch. Don't wanna start another fire. I'll put the lyrics on. Don't wanna know another kiss. No other name falling off my lips. Don't wanna give my heart away. I'm changing it a bit. To another stranger. Or let another day begin. Won't even let the sunlight in. You know I'll never love again. I just fucking sang for like 5 minutes. Anyway, there you go. Do you know, it's so funny because again, I'm not a singer, but I sing all the time, and it's like, that's very Lemurian. I wonder for Lemurian. So, hey, I went with it, you know what I mean? I love it. It's good, it's very healing. So, and also Mercury's in Taurus now, and I've got Mercury in Taurus, and that can be about singing. It's almost time for a serendipitous meeting. I didn't shuffle them, but we'll see if it comes. Oh, actually, look, behind it is, don't worry about the past, it's a fresh start for us as well. There was someone interfering in our relationship. So I'm just asking about the past. Wait a minute, I need to get my. I'm just asking about the past here. But all of this stuff, like all of this, what I've sang and all of this is all going to be relevant. This is all the deep feelings that I'm picking up on for all the twin flames that are going to resonate with this. So past and past lives. What was the issue in the past life? Well, interference, basically. So I'm just trying to think, in that film. Oh shit, yeah, wow, there is. The interference in that film is her manager, and it's, oh, that will make me cry. He says something to him, and he's got really low self-worth, and he basically says something really horrible to him, which then has a detriment, like a knock-on effect, which is horrendous. So anyway, so that's, you know, symbolic of this is the end. So, oh my god, that's quite interesting. So, but what I feel is like that's just in that film, but whoever the karmic interference is and this connection that I'm picking up on, this is the end. Like, it stops here, and I feel it is to do with these awakened twin flames that are needing to come back on the planet someday. What's the words of that again? Eternal. When we are wiser, I praying, someday we may yet live to live. I don't know, I can't remember it's 23 though. 23rd is the Sagittarius full moon, flower moon. That's my moon. If you're a Sag moon, it's your moon too, but it's for all of us and somewhere in our chart. Life will be fairer, need will be rarer, and greed will not pay. Godspeed, this bright millennium. I'll give up now, I can't remember how it goes. On its way. I just read it out. Right, anyway, what else do we need to know? So whatever the karmic interference is, whoever it is, romantic, friends, family, work, because that was her manager in that film. See, that would be really crazy if someone's watching this and it's like someone at your work or something was like spoke to shit and like told somebody to back off that was like a love interest that happens to be your twin flame or some shit like that. I don't know. What else do we need to know about the past? A repeating pattern. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. Oh, there you go. Wow. See how connected that is. That's how I love how they get me to use the songs in the films. He's got absolutely no self-worth in that film, A Star Is Born. I've never seen the original. Don't know if I'd really want to. But yeah. And this is the thing, you know, on the twin flame journey, you will both feel like that at some point about yourself, and the divine feminine, you'll be guided regardless of your gender to heal yourself, which I'm sure you know that by now if you're watching this or you've gathered 23 minutes. See, there's significant things about, because it's just flashed up 23 again, 23rd of May. It could be 23rd of any month if you're watching this, but that's, you know, in real time, that's the next full moon. And especially because we're pulling me unicorns and rainbows and stuff, that's always the emojis. I always use the rainbow emoji for Sagittarius moon, because that's my moon and I hold the rainbow frequency, and it just reminds me of like inner child, sort of playful energy. A lot to do about with manifestation too, and Taurus season right now is manifestation as well. But that's more like believing in magic manifestation, like shoot, aim, fire, manifesting what you want. The Archer. What else do you need to know here? But yeah, when divine feminine, you'll be guided to heal your self-esteem, yourself, you know, self-love, coming to union with yourself. I made it sound really easy. I'm fast tracking it. And then yeah, the masculine fast tracks, because it's got that on one of those cards. The masculine fast tracks the process. So where a feminine can take years or decades to go through that, a masculine goes through it a lot quicker than that. Although I'm always suspicious when, you know, when people say that they went through their dark night of the soul in like 6 months, especially if it's a feminine or something, that's kind of unusual. You know, you're often in it quite a long time. Like I can't even really put a definitive point on mine. I feel I was in mine a couple of years. Sometimes I think it was longer than that, but it was just spiritual warfare, one thing after another, spiritual warfare. But anyway, so what else do we need to know about this? And then we'll move on to the next one. So a repeating pattern is a karmic interference. So like I've said in the videos, before, all the videos, if there was a karmic interference in Atlantis or in the past life, wherever you were, the karmic interference has followed you into this life. mental health yet, and that means two things. But the instant hit that I got is the karmic interference could, there could be an imbalance there with their mental health. Now, mental health to me, it doesn't always mean that, because mental health can be stress. Like, who hasn't got mental health? Like, I know I fucking certainly have, and I help people with mental health, do you know what I mean? But it's basically, you know, that can be anything. That can be you're stressed, or you've got some kind of diagnosis or something, or, but like, that's why I think everyone could suffer from mental health, especially when you have a spiritual awakening. Fucking hell yeah. But I'm taking that to mean, because I was talking about karmic stuff not that long before, some of the karmic interference can be like unhealthily obsessed with stopping a union specifically. Because again, this is the kind of things that went on in Atlantis. And like I said, I've never read up about that. It's just through my dreams and my downloads, and then I've sometimes caught other folks saying things like that, and I'm like, but this is making me want to read up on it. But I know, because I've had memories. Basically, it's the memories. Now, I'll shuffle those cards. The memories of Atlantis flooded in. That's why it doesn't matter I've not read it. It's just I know it, because I'm an old soul. But I'd quite like to actually read it too. Toxicity. It was in reverse. So yeah, toxic karmic interference is no longer going to be able to stop. Well, at least this union, or the all the unions that resonates with this. I can see myself with you in the future, and I feel like I'm not good enough for you. So again, this is the masculine that's still working on their self-worth, and probably after being around somebody like that, and it's a repeating pattern. So the present north node focus to get out of that. Let's see if any of the Sirius or Pleiades cards come up, because Pleiades energy is strong too. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. And then look what's behind that, the Great Severin. In case I need a thumbnail. I look really tired. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. I do look tired, and it is getting late at night now. But this is the, you know, the split in the earth. It's like, it doesn't feel appropriate to smile, but it's like the split in consciousness of the old earth and the new earth, as she just sang Take Me Through Darkness. I think that's one of the songs of Mamma Mia. I can't stand that film. It's one of the worst films I've ever seen in my whole entire life. It really is bad. And I watch any film, but that is a load of shit. But actually, it's quite funny, because then I think I was really at a loss, and I caught a bit of it a few months back or something, and it was right at the guy was talking about 21 years or something. So 21 years could be significant. Of course, you'll have heard me say that's significant for my journey, but 21 is karmic circles completing, so whatever that literally means to you. Oh, she's singing, give me your man after midnight. Oh, man after midnight. You could be having some late night visitors. I don't know what else that could be. I can't remember the rest of the words. Right, so what do we need to know about the present? Let's separate it now. So for the feminine, give me some present north node info. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So feminines, if you're struggling with this journey all alone, well, you don't need to be, because there's loads of people like me on YouTube gathering soul family, you know, together, so that you don't need to be alone. And this is what this is all about, soul family. This is what this channel is all about. So there you go. If you're not already doing that, but you are if you're watching, if you're not already doing that, that's what you're being called to do, regardless of your gender. What else have we got for the feminines? North node focus, gathering, soul family, and there's something about the 31st of March is like, which price increases on the 31st of March. But we're long past that. That could be significant for some reason, because it's pulling my attention. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So yeah, that's what you're focused on, breaking generational curses. And then look, there's no coincidence I've just shared a video about a guy basically talking about the power of prayer, and how, you know, people praying for him broke off a curse, because it's true. That's what I do for people too. That's why I pray all the time. So, and it's not just from lovers, you know. Unfortunately, I've had sessions with people where it's like their actual parents have said something to them like, you're never going to amount to anything, or it's really, you know, worse than that. But and so I have to clear that and then, you know, say what a supportive parent would say. And it's amazing the shifts that then take place in someone's life. They actually go on to then be able to do the things that they haven't been able to do because they had this negative voice in their head. So tell us where this masculine's at and what would help them out into their North Node. The word challenges just popped up there. Boundaries. Wow. So what would help you follow your North Node is setting boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So either you're already working on that, all the masculines that resonate with this, regardless of your gender, or this is a big sign that you need to establish better boundaries with the people around you. Like, this is all the karmic influences that are trying to hold you back from your calling and from your true twin flame. And that's, again, I would refer you to watching that wee short video about that. I'll put it in the comments because, you know, if you find this later, you won't be able to find it in the community. But he's just basically saying that when that woman and whoever was praying for him, like, basically done what I do, like, you know, cleared him of whatever the hex was, he realised with his current girlfriend that they all they had in common was sex. And that's because it's a karmic soul tie. And the thing is, it doesn't mean, there's lots of different labels for things like this, but what that means is like a relationship that is just purely built on sex. If somebody's kind of under a bit of a spell or an illusion, or they were manipulated into it, that's when you know it's not real. You know what I mean? If you're around that pure, innocent kind of divine feminine energy, or even just that other woman that knows her stuff, praying for that guy, that's why they both woke up out of it and they were like, hey, wait a minute, we've got nothing in common. But you see, that's how, oh, that's really complicated, but that's why they're saying to me, because I'm still in the masculine bit, that's why some masculines can get confused about their true divine feminine, especially if it started in that way, which it did for many of us, like myself included. The masculines can think, oh, that was great, but like, you know, I've got to get on with my everyday life, do you know what I mean? How would I get about my everyday life feeling like that about somebody, you know what I mean? Like, I've got to find someone where it's the fire's like, you know, there but not as like extreme kind of thing. Or in some cases I've known other masculine energies that like it's not even there. Or anyway, the point is that's what they were talking to me about last night in my dreams. It's go and look up, or I might find the video that I found because the guy, it was amazing, and I think he stopped posting. I should really comment or something. I don't know, it's maybe I'm, you know, sometimes that's what. Anyway, but the point is I don't know why that guy doesn't post, because it was an amazing video. But the Madonna whore complex is a very real thing that I've spoke about before, and it's basically, watch the video or find a video on it, but it's like when men in particular think that someone has to be one or the other. So it's like, say if you've got a good little wifey at home, they could be fantasizing about like somebody that's a bit racy and will do what the wife won't, kind of thing. The wife. The thing catfish just flashed up on the telly, and I don't like that. So do you see what I mean? It's like if somebody's bored at home, assuming that their wife won't be up for more sort of, I don't know, you can't make this up. An album's just flashed up called Passion. But it's from Aladdin. What's the song called? Oh, is it A Whole New World? But the album's called Passion. Don't understand that. But yeah, it is. It's A Whole New World. It's Summer 21 again as well. Karmic Circle. So anyway, the point is the the gist of what the guy says is it's relationships can be ruined by men assuming and not actually like communicating with the person that they're with what their fantasies are. And you know, so this gets all kinds of different kinds of complex, right? But it is fascinating because there is so much truth in it. It's a psychological thing that it's just a psychological thing. So, but it's just, my belief is, see, when it's twin flames, like whatever your fantasies are, when they're in balance, like I feel you match up. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be exactly the same, especially not when masculines are in really distorted energies and basically rolling about with karmic energies. It's not going to match up with a divine feminine. But do you know what I'm saying? Just generally, it's hard to, I don't know why they're making me talk about this, so let's move on. But you get what I'm saying. it's a lot of just basically don't assume that somebody's like, oh, pure and innocent, and they're not going to be matching your desires and fantasies, because if it's your true twin flame, that's going to be really not right. So, but also what's complicated is you could get copycats and toxic distorted feminines that are basically so eager to please a distorted masculine. They'll do that, and that's where it's like it's not that's not a divine union. I don't know what to call that, but that's not a divine union. It's not balanced anyway. Moving on. So what else do the masculines need to know? Boundaries. See what I mean? Boundaries. Because that video that I posted on the community tab was that's basically about that. If you don't, the guy's saying, you got to be careful who you lay down with, who you're swapping energies with, because it's going to take you a long time to clear that. And that's why, that's why they make me say that. That's why masculines have got a lot of crazy birds, basically. Like, at least I feel from what I've saw over working with people, there can be quite a few, and it's because that there's a connection that's formed just from sleeping with somebody once. So imagine you sleep with somebody over and over again. You know what I mean? Assess the situation. So again, we've got Moon in Virgo, and it's Moon in Virgo right now. So I feel there's a need to assess the situation that you're in right now to follow your North Node and lifting the veil. This is what I'm doing right now. Lifting the veil. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. So yeah, discern, scan your energy, set boundaries where you need to, and you're being shown what you need to right now. So make sure you're paying attention. Deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. So there could be something about, a mother in your life, mother of a child, or and also not seeing eye to eye. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening love, because there's that split earth card again. So we didn't get any serious ones there, but I might use them again. So God, this message is like nothing like what and I just looked up at the telly when it was Aladdin and Jasmine kissing, so it feels like very twin flames. Oh my God, is this not that cringe High School Musical song? I don't think I've ever actually. I think it's We're Soaring, Flying, Breaking Free. You can't make this shut up. Breaking Free has just come on when I'm about to do what karmic lessons are they learning and what needs to be released, and Breaking Free's just come on. Okay, well, let's see. I think I've really just done that, but let's ask. What do we need to know? What karmic lesson is the feminine breaking free of, or the masculine's feminine side? Deep love, unity, connection. So that always comes out when I ask about the feminines, but it's basically like, what I feel that's talking about is feminines. It's like, you're only interested in unity. And remember, that's what was interesting, what I've shared about recently, was my dad had just got his hair cut and the place was called Unity, and I had asked for a sign about the unions like 2 minutes before, and then I walked in and he said that. So I asked in my head, basically. I'm sure people get that, but yeah, the karmic lesson is that to know that this is what you came here to hold the codes for, but to hold release your any desperation around that, like stay in a place of detachment. That's what I feel the message is, which I feel a lot of us are there anyway, or I know we are. Like, I know that's where I'm at, but I know that a lot of you might not quite be there yet. But what else have we got for the feminine? Perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace. Yeah, just sort of get yourself in that clear headspace, whatever helps you feel that. Look at things from a higher perspective about whatever you're being kept from just now. It's God's redirection is God's protection. It could also be spiritual warfare, so it depends which way you see it, but basically it all comes about when it's meant to. But I'm my whole perspective on everything happens for a reason kind of changed when I really got deeper into my work with the spiritual warfare, and things could be held off for years and decades by saying that, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. It's an interesting one. Right, tell us what karmic lessons are the masculines learning and what needs to be released. Breaking free, though, being on is very symbolic. Beginnings, try again, new direction, start over. Yeah, I mean, so that says that all masculines are breaking free for new beginnings, starting over after difficult karmic lessons. There's a 14 on his top, so the 14th of June could be significant because that's the next month. So it's reminding me of that song, Late Night in the Middle of June. All I'll do is think about you, because that, as I pulled breaking point, because that came up when I done the last live. Breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. So yeah, that's where a lot of you masculines are at right now. You're reaching breaking point. That's why you're breaking free, because the song's still on. Or, you know, you're going to be breaking free soon if you haven't already. Of, yeah, the karmic lessons. And we saw 21 quite a few times. What song is this? All I Ask of You. Cliff Richard and Sarah Brightman. Phantom of the Opera. I don't know how that goes. Could be significant. I think it's 1986. Ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, good time. So I feel that's the karmic cycle that's over. Like, if you were chasing thrills and, you know, chasing a good time, basically, I feel it's like you've learned a lot. I looked at 41, so that could be significant. I feel like that left you with nothing but a headache, because I can't even, this is what happens to me. They impress things upon my physical body, which is annoying. But right now it feels like my head's in a vice. It's like it's going really, it's look even my face, I'm like, but it's like, I don't know, chasing some kind of good time has got some masculines caught up with nothing but a headache. Reminiscing, dwelling and thinking about a twin flame. Yeah, charming, graceful, kind-hearted. But it's so funny, other people don't read this card like this, but I always see that as a karmic rather than a divine feminine. I might sometimes read it as a feminine, but it's like that's the headache that people got caught up with. Like chasing a good time, falling for somebody's looks, but actually understanding the true meaning of looks, you know, are not everything. Sometimes all that glitters is not gold. Yeah, and it leaves you shattered, heartbreaking and destroyed and broken. So, you know, I'm sorry for the masculines that feel like that. It is a really tough lesson to learn. Yeah, beginnings, try again, new direction, start over. And I feel they're just saying that's the lessons that a lot of karmic, well, a lot of karmics are learning too, but I don't know if they're learning their lessons. But, you know, like, the masculines are like, I've learnt my lesson. They broke my heart. I don't want that to happen again. And kind of like, you know, some are coming out from Hermit, ready to start again. I'm going to skip shadow work. Let's see. Well, right. What shadow work for a feminine? Unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. So I feel the shadow work that the feminines are interested in is having the conversation with the masculine, but obviously you're at a dead end until they're ready to do that. That's come out. And I don't want to run anymore. I feel this is about, like, you're not going to run from this union. You know, you might never have ran from it, but again, I don't feel that's true. I feel even if you are the one that's predominantly in the, you know, the one that wakes up first, or the chaser energy. I don't like referring it to as chaser energy because a lot of folk didn't chase, but you know, even if you didn't literally get in contact with them all the time, your energy chases them. Like, even if you're watching videos like this, you've got to keep this in balance. But yeah, it's like you're willing to stay and face the unfinished business. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Yeah, like you've got enough. This is the feminine. You've got the clarity on how you feel, and you're ready for that conversation. Let's see what comes up with the masculine. Interesting. Cliff's getting his tongue down somebody's throat in that pretty intensely, by the way, and he doesn't bat for that team. That's quite funny. Seriously, they're totally like tongue down throat. I mean, Jesus, that's a bit. Maybe somebody's going to be doing that soon for me to be getting drawn to that. That is not acting anyway. Right. Wasn't a wee peck on the cheek, put it that way. Right, so shadow work. I know people are laughing again, but it's funny. It is, that's what I got drawn to. The shadow work for the masculine. is unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. So again, this keeps coming up quite a lot. I feel this is the masculines that feel like you didn't care because you didn't chase them. Some masculines were playing a dangerous game, and they, you know, they were used to the distorted feminines that would chase them. Change the genders if, you know, you're same sex or it's too whatever. Just change it all for your situation. But I feel that is, it's like, it's that kind of thing of any attention's better than no attention. But it's like, it's left this masculine feeling out in the cold, or all the masculines that feel like this. And that's the shadow work they're having to do, is like learning to communicate rather than learning to get attention in that way. Because again, some women will just be completely and utterly put off by that. And then that can add on another whole load of karma to the situation. Like, you know, like, I've said it before, but like, that's just so... Anyone that's ever tried to trigger me like that by getting my attention like that, again, because it's not just my twin flame that's done that over the years, it's like I've had that done by other guys, and it's just, it just makes me not like them. Do you know what I mean? So I don't understand the mentality behind that. Overwhelmed, the stress from this is draining me. So yeah, that, like, you know, that's where it leads a lot of people. And again, I feel that's what a lot of masculines are learning. 12-year guarantee just popped up on an advert there, so there could be something about 12 years. What is it that's specific about 12 years again? I should really know this. I can't remember. It'll come back to me after, but there's some kind of, like, right now, I wonder if it is Jupiter. Maybe it is. I don't know, but it's 12 years is significant. So whatever was going on in your life 12 years ago, I feel this might be like repressed feelings coming up from 12 years ago. Hope. I haven't given up on us. Hope. Haven't given up on us yet. But the fact that I just stuttered, there's a tiger on the telly. Tiger to me is divine feminine energy. Whatever it means to you. Could mean like the tiger's about a pounce as well. Or whatever it means to you. But I haven't given up on us yet. Like this is a masculine collective. All the people that resonate with this, where I don't want to chase anymore, but what I'm getting from that is they're going to chase, because I just said the tiger's going to pounce. So the masculine is now in chaser. Isn't that interesting? The feminine got, I don't want to run anymore, and the masculine got, I don't want to chase anymore. But it's what I said. I feel pain from the damage I've caused, yeah. And this is what's sad, you know, that is a lot of masculine energies, a lot of, you know, you's watching or realising, like, why the fuck did I do that? Do you know what I mean? It's self-sabotage. So it's like, you can only then change how you behave going forward once you're aware that, like, I don't want to act like that. Like, I'm not going to actually get what I want and who I want by acting like that. You're just going to keep getting caught up in karmic cycles with karmic people, learning karmic lessons. You know what I mean? What help with inner union right now? Right, for divine feminine, what would help with inner union right now? We'll use the twin flame ascension ones. Oh, and look at the cards just picked up. Soon we'll be together in the near future. A reunion is imminent, and I'm doing... Oh, interesting. I'm not going to use it as a thumbnail, but it's almost time for a serendipitous meeting, remember. We'll be together in the future. Our reunion is imminent, and I'm doing what I can to be ready for you. I'm working hard on myself to be a better provider for you. I hear you call for me, and I'm coming back to you. This is my promise to you, that we will reunite again soon. Wasn't even going to use that deck, guys. So, what does the feminines need to know for inner union? I just saw the divine masculine card when I was shuffling. So, you need to make strong decisions about your life, which I feel you are doing. What do we need to know for inner union for the divine feminine side? Express yourself and speak your truth. Yeah, don't hold back, right? If you're where I'm at, you know, when you have to speak out for yourself and others, then, you know, keep speaking your truth, keep being of integrity. It's being in that frequency that helps other people awaken, the other divine feminines and divine masculines. It just popped up, I'm in a secret relationship. So feels very Mary Magdalene and Jesus, and now it is, but also that could be like, and now I can't believe that it's now one of my favourites that I bring through quite a lot. I mean, all his songs are my favourite, but Anne Marie and James Arthur, Rewrite the Stars. So, you know, You claim it's not in the cards and fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? I've been singing the words wrong the whole time. What if we rewrite the stars? Can't sing, it's too high. That was funny though. Say you were made to be mine, nothing could keep us. Oh, I've lost it. You be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite this up? See, when I'm singing, they're doing activations while I'm singing. So it'd be interesting if anybody's feeling this, like things at their head, or because some of you feel like tingles and that when I talk, and some of you just notice the difference in your energy the next day. You know that you feel like energy's been cleared. But they're doing something to people's crown and third eye and soul star chakra, because it's like I can feel heat. But we'll no, but carry on because I can't sing it. Also, I was getting drawn to gold stars all day yesterday, and I'm seeing a lot of gold stars in that video. Oh, and of course, yeah, if you're in a place where you're having a heart-to-heart where your twin flames speak your truth, that'll balance your feminine energies. Like, whatever you kept stuff down because you didn't want this person to run away again, speak your truth. What have you got to lose? If you've made it this far in the journey, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be genuine. It's going to be built on a faulty foundation if you don't both speak your truth. So, give us a card for Divine Feminine's masculine side for inner union. Ground, shield and protect, yeah. And remember, masculine is about boundaries. So ground, shield and protect your energy. Merkaba, you could be working with Merkaba energy. What just jumped out there? Oh my god, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine when I'm on Divine Feminine about going Divine Masculine. So yeah, Divine Feminine. Be in that Divine Feminine Queen energy. And notice, you know, I know some of the Divine Feminines you are males too, but I can't help that the downloads that keep coming through, or they keep making me say Queen and King. Particularly Queens and Kings of Atlantis, but you know, whatever. So change the label where you need to. But right, what have we got for Divine Masculine's inner union for their feminine side? Just for the people that resonate with this. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't, kind of thing. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. So you're having a higher heart opening. I'll stop with the Irish accent. But you're having a higher heart opening. Something could have been significant about the new moon in Scorpio around the 11/11 portal there last year in November. But yeah, you're having a higher heart opening. I feel this is just like huge feelings. Like I said about, I do feel there's something specific to 12 years ago. Feelings that have been pushed down now surfacing in quite a big way. It's exactly 9 o'clock right now as well, which is 21 obviously. So karmic cycles again. What have we got for... Why have I just forgot already? Oh yeah, I'm like, right, so Divine Masculine for your masculine, inner masculine, we have High Priestess, expanding consciousness, yeah. So look, that's not a coincidence that the card that came out today was, oh, you must love me, Madonna from Evita. I don't know how that goes, but you must love me. I feel that's something coming through about like the masculines, like, there's an air of panic there. Like I said, I don't know how that song goes, but it's like, this has to be okay. Like, I can't have lost this. Panic, you know, it's like waking up and being like, what have I done? I just looked at 53. Yeah. But yeah, and it's that higher consciousness, awareness is coming in about having to set boundaries that matches with what I've pulled before. Like, the awareness is kicking in about who you've allowed to control you, basically. As I pulled beyond delusion, change your perception. Yeah, and this keeps coming out, like, again, it's like, this is the same message, it's just the same message that's coming through every day about, and this is actually what I posted in the community tab earlier too, with those other cards. Like, your Divine Feminine Queens are helping or whatever you want to call it, like, are helping the masculine see beyond the illusions. And that's why Divine Feminines can get a lot of hate from the karmic energies. But But think about how bad that is. It's like, if you weren't doing fucked up shit, you know what I mean? Like, there'd be nothing to expose. But clearly there are people manipulating and doing toxic shit around masculines for all of us that are doing the same as me to be picking up the same thing. Like I said, even the other, like the male healers that I've found, tarot readers, different people, doing, just whatever. Well, it's tarot readers that I've found, but some are tarot readers and Reiki people as well, but Reiki masters, whatever, because I'm all this stuff too. But what I'm saying is, I don't know whether those men are the divine masculine or like a divine feminine, but I feel the men I've found are twin flames, and but they're not. It's not only twin flames that are helping, because that's unique to my purpose. I don't know about other people, but yeah, basically what I'm saying is they're saying the same thing too. Like, it's the same shit coming out. Like, people trying to get in the way. What are some possible soul retrievals people need specific for who resonates? Yeah, so basically I wrote that meaning this bit's going to be particularly specific, because actually I don't know why, but I'm feeling guided to use these cards. This bit will be particularly specific, so don't only take it if it resonates. But if you do think it resonates, then either watch one of my shamanic journeys that matches if there's one on the playlist. I've had the time of my life has just come on, so I do feel there is going to be a happy reunion, a happy ending here, and that's why they made me get those cards. Or yeah, book a personal session or get it with some. I've not seen this card yet, but I'm actually gobsmacked, and that's still sitting there. Beyond illusion and illusion. That's what somebody needs a soul retrieval for. That's what a masculine energy needs a soul retrieval for. I may be quiet. It says quite. These cards are fucking hilarious. I may be quiet right now, but you're always on my mind. On my mind, you stay on my mind. Disciples. Oh my God, disciples. Jesus. Anyway. But it means something. Remember that is separation. This doesn't make sense either. Remember that as separation is an illusion. Alright. We are always together. We are drawn together by faith. Trust your intuition. I'm working hard behind the scenes to heal and reach out to you soon. Stay strong for me. I'm coming back home. Was that Michael Bublé? I'm lucky, I know. I wanna come home. It was, wasn't it? It was the end of Home. So, wanna come home. I'm just too far from where you are. I wanna come home. And like I said on something earlier, so this is it's not, you might never live with this person, but it's like you feel like home to them. They are at home with themselves now, more comfortable in their skins, or you're going to get to this bit masculine, and then you want to go to your feminine. And again, sometimes people might get me the wrong way, especially if karmic energies are lurking on this of anyone, but it's like, I'm not meaning to be cocky about that. It is just a fact that it's like, that's how you know when people are true twin flames, and whoever's been keeping two people apart better repent and, basically ask for forgiveness, because if you have been apart keeping two twin flames together, it's two halves of one soul. You're meant to be together. Fair enough if the half of the soul isn't awake and they want to go and do whatever the fuck they want to do, then you got to let them get on with it and you live your life. But once the person wakes up, if people are putting boulders and barricades in their way to get to their person, as it's that song's on number 16 as well, it's still on I've Had the Time of My Life. Nobody puts baby in the corner. You know what I mean? We all know that Johnny Castle comes back to get her. That's hilarious. But yeah, somebody needs a soul retrieval for spell work, basically. You've had a curse or a hex put on you. Wow, chills. That's why I was talking about that thing, and I'll absolutely have to pin that below. So that's a big thing. And remember, it's the 16th today. It's the Tower today. The 16th Tower card. Wow. What's another soul retrieval that somebody might need watching this? You'll only know that that's you if it was strongly, strongly resonating. But everybody's got some kind of attachment on them. If you're being slowed down a lot in life, you're in need of a soul retrieval. What is another soul retrieval? For the masculine. I'll do the feminine after. These are masculine for some reason. message of love. I feel this is about something to do with your throat chakra. If you feel, I feel somebody's put some kind of weird shit where it's like stops you from speaking up, or it's something from childhood that you feel like sharing your feelings is too vulnerable and wrong or something like that. I'm thinking about you, my love, even though, oh, it's spelled wrong again, but even though you think I'm not, I miss you every day and night. I'm curious to know, what have you been doing? How's your day go by without me? Sometimes I wonder, do you even think about me? I'm feeling the urge to reach out to you, my love. I will, and I promise. Look how all these cards are saying I want to reach out. I'm going to reach out soon. It's like I'm getting the feeling it's like a lot of masculines want to, and they're being delayed heavily. Oh, now it's. Oh no, it was just a clip. I thought it was. Oh my god, I was about to start singing "Do You Love Me," and that's the song that was on when I met my twin flame, which I find really hilarious because that was like one of my favourite songs from when I was a tiny wee girl. So think about how weird that is. It's a really short song too, but do you love me? Do you love me now that I can't dance? Wait a minute. Did that card not just say something about like that's really weird? I don't know if I just made that connection or if I did, but that just said something about do you still think about me? And then that's oh anyway that was a bit weird. So I'm gonna have to watch that on the way back. On the way back on the replay. You know what I mean when I watch it back. So yeah, somebody needs a soul retrieval. Now it's you're the one that I want. Somebody needs a soul retrieval to be able to feel confident enough to go for what they want. Throat chakra, something to do with throat chakra. Somebody's like put some kind of block at your throat chakra, basically. And that can happen in loads of different ways. So now I'm going to ask for a soul retrieval. I'm going to use a different... What's a soul retrieval that a feminine needs? I feel guided to use these cards. One of the feminines watching this, masculine or feminine. Increase your frequency, higher conscious awareness. Somebody just needs a soul retrieval to clear a bit of spell work and confusion, gaslighting, it feels like, shitty pals, someone around you that's made you feel like you can't go for it with what you want, whether it's with your twin flame or a creative endeavour, to be frank. That's what I'm getting from that. Another one for Divine Feminine. And that's what I do all the time, every day in my daily videos, is clearing spell work. But that for that to come out, it's something's like someone's needing a bit of hypnosis there. Oh yeah, and on that note, I was guided to, now I've always got that available on the session, right? But you know, I've got my main sessions, which are the 222, and that's because I can sit for hours and hours and hours and hours with people. So really, you know, if you knew how long I could sit healing people on a session, that actually doesn't even, you know, that doesn't even balance out. But anyway, that is a lot of money to me for receiving, and I know that's a lot of money to pay out too. And you actually can pay these things up too. But anyway, that's where you've got access to all the stuff that I do. It's not obviously I don't do every single thing that I do in that session, but it means that I can tap into some of the more in-depth things that I can do with people. Because it's basically the point is it's very taxing on my energy. So I'm sure people understand this, but it's people that maybe don't get it. It's because if I, for whatever session I do with one person, remember I do a lot of free sessions, and actually not all of them, but the last 2 or 3 sessions I've done have all been free work, which I don't give any less in a free session, and it's just as fulfilling, if not sometimes even more fulfilling. But I need to balance that with paid sessions too. So, because it always comes back around, but basically, and this is what I'm here to teach people, and this is again, especially because Mercury's in Taurus, I'm going to be talking about that even more, because Mercury is your communication, Taurus is money, values, and I've got Mercury retrograde in Taurus, so that's why I look at money and the money system overall in a very different, unique way, which a lot of people would be like, not get, but as we move into the new earth frequency even more, a lot of people will be wanting my perspective on this stuff. And thank you if you already respect my white buffalo calf woman energy, which is basically about be humble, be grateful, there's more things to life than money. But yeah, what I was going to say is, like, the other session that's always there is the 144 session, and obviously for obvious reasons it's got the 144 code in it, which makes it special, but it says that it's hypnosis, and most of the time it's what it says in the tin. But just now, yeah, if that's going to help you get my help just now, then I'll see what it is you're needing support with, and yeah, you know, I might, yeah. So I'll feel into it. Like if it's not hypnosis, it's going to be what you need. Then I'll do something else with you. Shallow just came on. In the shallow, shallow, in the shallow. Can't remember the rest of the words. Yeah. Karmic purge, mirror reflections. So somebody might need a soul. That doesn't mean that card, but they're telling me someone might need a soul retrieval to see who it is around them that is a karmic part. That feels like a complicated one where someone has, because they just flashed up someone clairvoyantly where someone hadn't realised who the karmic energy was in their life. And it was just somebody that they were allowing to like get in touch with them every single day, draining their energy. And then I explained that means that if you're letting somebody, basically it was annoying her and she wasn't saying, but if you're letting somebody drain and annoy your energy every day and you're not putting boundaries up, because you can do it in a polite, assertive way, and sometimes it needs to be harsher if someone isn't listening, then guess who else is going to do that? Your masculine. So, you know, it really is that simple. You mirror each other. So that's why it's very helpful when I get people to recognise what they can't see, because it's just too, it's totally obvious to me, but it's not always obvious to the person. It's because it's what I'm here to help people with. What do we need to know about what's to come in the future? Yeah, and then that's that done. Yeah, so this is nice. So it's a wee hour video that will help whoever it needs to help, and then I'll do some wee messages as well. So what do we need to know about a feminine's future watching this? You're an alchemist, baby. Once you understand the essence of everything is contained within everything, all things become possible. Yes, so I'm an alchemist, you're an alchemist, we're all alchemists. Female, male, divine feminine, divine masculine. I help you transmute the darkness into light with my soul retrievals and all the other ways. And I know loads of beautiful people out there that you do it through art, you do it through, well, creativity and art of all kinds, singing, dancing. However you transmute the energy, it's beautiful. Healing. But art and singing and all that is healing. Give me a card for the masculine, for the future. Oh, look at what I was saying. And you think I'm just having a wee chin wag here. Creative soul. You're a highly intuitive, artistic being, divine masculine. Give form to your imagination and explore your creative expression. So, you know, it's kind of, again, I can't help but notice she looks a little bit Lady Gaga, and I can't even get the words out. But again, if you know, you know, right? She's not of the light. So sorry if that's kind of bursting some people's bubbles. But yeah, it does look a little bit like Lady Gaga, doesn't it? Right, let's get another one for some of the feminines, in case that didn't resonate. Shine, love it. Allow nothing to dim the light within you. Allow yourself to shine. Divine feminines, female and male. And masculine. Isn't that cool? So I feel, because I'm asking feminine, masculine, the feminine got that, and now a masculine's got it. That's definitely a wee hint that there's definitely at least somebody watching this that's going to be coming into union imminently, because we did get that with the cards that say soon. And now my nose is really itchy, so I love when in spirit is really guiding it. Once you understand the essence of everything is contained within everything, all things become possible. You're an alchemist, divine masculine, to match your divine feminine. And of course you are, because you're an alchemist and a sovereign king. This card came out earlier. Claim your sovereign self and seize the throne of your own life. That's a masculine that's putting up boundaries with people and taking no shit. And we love it. Right, so. But a masculine can only do that when their feminine's doing it. So if you're divine feminine watching this and you're still people pleasing and letting people walk all over you, they'll keep doing it too. It's just a fact. I know it's not easy. Like, look, you know, it still isn't easy for me when I have to speak up and set boundaries with people when uncomfortable things happen, or you know, it's really, basically it's really like, even I'm getting awkward now, it's uncomfortable, but I have to do it because I know that if I don't speak up when somebody crosses my boundaries, then that affects my twin. So, and also it would make me a hypocrite when I'm sitting here telling you. So you know what I mean? You've got to take this stuff seriously. It's not personal. It's just, if something makes you feel uncomfortable, and you're staying quiet about it, you're not stepping into your sovereignty. Yeah, sovereign energy. You have to. You don't need to be horrible about it. And like I always say, if somebody goes funny on you because you speak your voice, it's quite a good indication of. It's not. It doesn't mean that you can't trust them. It's just. It's like how healed people are with their own shadows. You know, we can't all be living in a state of la la land, getting on 24/7. Well, we might be if we're moving into Lemuria times, but you know what I'm saying? We're inevitably going to hurt each other from time to time on this journey, and it's important to learn to share that with your karmic friends, family, anyone in your life, and especially your twin flame as well, because they're your mirror. Don't hold it in. That could be related to the person that's got some kind of block at their throat chakra. Somebody could have said to them, like, sharing your feelings is vulnerable, or something worse, you know what I mean? And I've just got drawn to all the ones, 5 ones in a row, but it's a new beginning in alignment of clearing that bullshit and knowing that actually it's beautiful to share your feelings. Right, give us a message, New Earth message for the feminines. Ooh, a lion. Peace beyond survival. Peacemaker through inner peace, resolving ancient splits. Wow. And again, yeah, that is what Divine Feminine's here to do. But it's quite funny, I always associate the lions with Divine Masculine. But some of you might have a lion as a power animal. But, oh, it's got the lion and the lamb on it as well. Oh, very interesting. So, yeah, there could be some kind of biblical reference there if you want to look up that. I can't remember the story well enough to say it, but I've never noticed the lion on this card though, so that means something. So yeah, soft and strong energy, Divine Feminine, you know, that's what that feels like, inner union. You're resolving the ancient splits in humanity. That feels very current, but that felt like a big message. Masculine. Oh, beyond cycles. Oh, masculines are working with the dragons, and we're in the year of the dragon. Find and embrace yourself. New direction, releasing old patterns. Wow. That was awkward, but it's just because that feels like quite a good one. And then the full moon, so that was funny. So everyone's channeling, so when me saying that was awkward, you could be having a bit of an awkward like interaction coming up or something. That's quite funny. Right, give us another one for one of the feminines. Oh, look, owl. This is all the animals I've been mentioning recently as well. The owl especially, because that's about seeing beyond illusions. Observe. Loving eyes see all. Equanimity. See the truth. Step back. Yeah, step back. Detach. Do what you're guided to do. Like, for instance, my unique purpose is to, you know, fucking, you know, expose the darkness in quite a big way, but also with a wee bit of cheer and light, and, you know, well, you see what I do. I'm a balance of the light and the dark, and that's what I'm here to. Being born on the 18th of a month, the 18th is the moon, shadow work, intuition, very psychic, high priestess kind of energy. 1 and 8 is 9, 9 is the hermit. I spend most of my time alone, and when I spend it with people, it's, you know, people really close to me. After being in hermit, you know, speaking to God, getting more wisdom, all that kind of shit. And I'm the 4 of Wands, which is about union, bringing people into union. But yeah, I step back, detach, go in hermit, you know. So there's a lot in a birthday, guys. I can go into that stuff deeper with you in the way that they tell me about it in a personal session. But basically that's what I'm saying, is I'm here to shed light on the darkness, but also bring a lot of light. Like I say, I have a lot of respect for some of the people that have to bring through all these messages that are really heavy every single day. Some people might see me as that, but believe me, like, if you follow some other channels where it's literally every single video is so dark, like, I can't watch them. I see the titles, but like I said, you know, it's not that sometimes I don't see a title and I'm like, that totally feels like it resonates. I just don't want to watch it, because it's like,
you find out what you're meant to find out when you find out, kind of thing, you know what I mean? Because it can knock you off your high vibe, and then your masculine can really feel it too. And if they're already in a dark place, that's not going to help, is it? What else have we got for the masculine? I've just pulled the enlightened masculine. Well, hopefully one day, and hopefully one day soon, but the new, that was funny, the new man, enlightened masculine, potential new earth. That's gobsmacked. I'm gobsmacked. I'm gobsmacked because I put, look, and it's got a rise in the bottom, because I've already pulled the other card from that deck that said awakened masculine, and now I've pulled the equivalent of that in this deck. Know and flow as the love you are, bliss. Yeah, it's time for the awakened masculines to rise. That's the thumbnail. Right, guys. Boom, drop the mic. I'm going to end this here. I don't think I'll be doing a live, but you never know. I'll see if people have voted. I don't think they have. I think I was meant to do this. So please like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, please like, comment, subscribe. And like I said, if you're an OG, then, you know, if it's going to help, then use the link below, and I'll just see where you're at and what you need help with. And what I'm saying is, I'm tweaking my usual rule about that's only for hypnosis. I'll just tell you what you need help with. And then if you're new, you get a free session anyway. And so remember, you could have actually followed me for years, but you've actually never had the free discovery call. So you've got that there anyway. But that's for people, if you know that you've already, you know, you've had that, and then yeah, just use the link below. If you've been on the radar a long time, sort of thing, and you've had sessions regularly, but that would help you to have it at that rate, then book something. And I am very grateful for humbled and grateful for anyone that trusts me to help them. But I'm going to get going. See you later. Bye.